Alright guys, girls, welcome back to a new review, sort of. I'm back, you can see that of course. Welcome back everybody that's new to the channel, probably haven't seen it, I don't mind. I just want to say, I want to start again with reviewing animes, mangas, maybe generally just talking about stuff I like, about concepts, things about Japan in general, and just see where it goes from here. Well, everybody knows just with the coronavirus, uh, a lot of free time, and some things are bad about it, of course, with the whole thing's going down, going south. But I generally feel like if you look for the things that the bright side of everything, well, this is probably the brightest thing I can imagine. I've been catching up slowly but surely with manga and anime, and it's been a pleasure, to be honest. I can finally say, like, I've been enjoying myself watching it again and again and again, and I just want to talk about it. That's the way it is. That's the way I feel about it, and I know people have been doing it in different ways, and maybe the way I do it is not the perfect way, but I feel like this is the way I want to be. This is the way I want to do stuff, and it's the way I feel the most comfortable, I think. Just genuinely, no edits, no cuts, no scripts or anything. Just out of the top of my mind, what I feel, even if it isn't great, snappy stuff. It doesn't matter because I enjoy it. And if you like it, you're welcome to stay, subscribe. Well, you can click the bell button if that works anyway in YouTube. Life, you never know. But let's go on to what I really want to talk about. And that is, well, Eizouken ni wa te dasu na. Keep your hands off Eizouken. And to be honest, I started looking just like maybe later because, well, the winter anime season is almost not but almost to an end. But I've been looking at stuff, and when you start to reach into the anime again, and you see like how much you gotta catch up, and probably a couple of you know what I mean when I say it like that. When you've just have been forgetting to watch an anime, or maybe you want to get into an anime to the newer people, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna watch, or some of your friends, let's say like that, some of your friends say, oh, you should definitely watch this so and so anime. You look at it and you see 50 episodes, 100 episodes. Maybe somebody says watch One Piece or watch Detective Conan, and you see like almost 1,000 or more episodes. You're like, oh dang, how am I ever going to watch something like that? Well, that's the feeling I pretty much got in the beginning, when it was like, oh man, there is so much stuff and I just cannot keep up. And it felt like a drag. And I just had to look at something and say like, all right, I'm going to start here. And the first thing when I saw this, and I'm generally, of course, I'm going to call this episode 11 because I also want to talk a bit about that, but I want to talk about everything because I need to catch up. But the serious thing about it, which I love, and I got a couple of mangas there, right there, which I love, but it was the first thing where when I saw it, because of course you know Bakuman, and if you don't, well, you should definitely watch that one because it's nice. It's not the same thing, because this goes about this. The story here is about Asukazu Asakusa Midori, which is this girl, which I really had a tough time because at first I was like, is it a boy? Is it a girl? Not that it matters, but it was just in my brain like, what is this? But I loved it. So as the things, just the synopsis, just what it is. Midori Sakusa sees the world a bit differently, always having a nose in a sketchbook. This is a girl who loves to sketch, come up with crazy ideas, doodling and all that stuff. And it said that she wants to create an animation, an anime, and um, just with that, the first thing that came to mind was, well, Bakuman, of course. And I was like intrigued because I was thinking, well, if it is like Bakuman, well, how do they give a twist? Of course, you're thinking like, oh, is it just going to be the same thing? Just generally a girl that wants to make anime, all the stuff that she has to go through, and well, sometimes ideas can be like feeling the same way, like, oh, is this just the same thing but a little bit different? And you're like, should I watch it then? And with this one, yes, you should definitely watch it. If you love Bakuman, well, you should definitely watch it because it's fun and it's a nice twist. Of course, Bakuman is very great, and maybe in the sense of being more professional, like just a general serialization and all the stuff that comes before making an anime or getting to the anime, and just more focus on the manga. Well, this, she wants to make animations, and that's of course very different. And I'm not saying I'm a pro at anything, just aspiring and having dreams, but I want to say it is a fun twist because you're going to notice stuff. And if you already seen it, you probably know it with all the stuff that's happened. The way she is just taking everything in her, lets her imagination go wild. How things start when she's fantasizing about how things would sound. The other girl, what's her name? Let me get it. Mizusaki. When she's about these animations and how things go, the way water moves in the air when it falls, all that things like fluids and gravity, and the ways how somebody stands up, and you start to notice these things. One thing I especially enjoyed was when Domeki, the guy that is all into sounds, came in, and you're like, I myself started noticing things like, wait, this is funny and weird, especially in the beginning when they're like, well, we gotta show you what we've got in the sound department, and you see her walking. At first, it's just streets, just pebble, not pebbles, it's just normal street, and then she gets into the grass, and you normally when you see these stuff, you generally start thinking about how it would sound with when somebody is walking into the grass, the rustling of the leaves and other things, the stomping of the ground, and then she started walking on other different surfaces, and you just keep hearing the same sound, and it sounds so wrong when you see the image, and it doesn't sync up in your brain. And of course, Domeki just gets crazy mad about it because he's like, no, this is not right. But it's also fun because you start to figure out how things happen when you start realizing that you get like these things where you start focusing on like the sound of the bell when the clock is ringing, or just bicycles, stuff like that, closing doors, rain. Everything starts to make more sense, and you start realizing and thinking about it, like, how did they record it, what did they do to make it sound as natural as possible. And it's fun in a way because you're, well, at some points it doesn't feel very serious, and I don't think it should always be very serious in general, because that would just make things not very funny. But it's also fun to see how they really get, especially Asakusa, sorry for mispronouncing everything, just a hustle. But especially then, I start to realize that she gets so up into these things, and it's something, well, but probably many more people can, like, understand how she is and feels, because you have things, I, for example, love to paint. and I've got a couple here, and I start on a painting, and I love it, and then I get another idea, and I want to do that, and I start on it, and then I get another idea, and I start, and I do that. But then I have 3 different paintings that are all halfway finished, not finished, but I don't finish them because I get new ideas and new things that happen in my mind, and it's fun. It's very fun, but it's also difficult and sometimes a bit hard to just get onto it and like feel like, all right, I have to focus on this, finish it. But when, of course, when you see the finished product, it's just amazing. And you love it. And you be like, yes, wish I could have done it earlier. But sometimes you have to get over these hurdles to get where you want to be. And I think that with Kanamori, and I just have the names here because otherwise I wouldn't know how to say it. She is a person that is like saying, all right, we need to work now, no goofing off. Of course, you got the teacher, the supporting teacher, Fujimoto, who is also a bit like balancing it out, saying, well, you can't always be serious and get into it because you have to balance these things and enjoy also a bit, go on adventures, have fun. Which makes sense because if you're constantly pressuring yourself to produce and make stuff, it's in the end going to work against you, and it's going to be like, oh, I just can't come up with stuff. I can't make stuff anymore. It just doesn't work this way. And it makes sense because you can't force yourself. At some point you have to force yourself and do stuff, but if you want to do stuff for the long run and have fun in it, I think it's important to have also fun. Joke around. Do something crazy. Make it a bit different. Do something weird. And with that, new ideas are being born and created. And that's what I love really much about it. I feel sad that I came so late into the game. Which it's now episode 11 that's out. Next week, let's say, what is it? Monday, I think. Monday. No, today's Monday. Sunday. Next week is going to be the last episode, which I find very sad. But definitely love it. Great anime. Probably the best one of the winter of 2020. And yeah. Definitely one you should watch, but probably already have if you see this video. I think I rambled on enough. My nose started clogging up, which is really annoying. But I just want to keep it one line, one take, get it done. But, I'm just going to keep it like this. I hope you enjoyed it, liked it. I really do. Thank you for watching. If you make it to the end, if you want to, I try to put something up, maybe some links if I get the time for it. And really appreciate if you subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think about it, think about me, anything you want to say, put it down, and I will respond to it, of course. Let me know if it's something you want me to review or talk about. Would be amazing to see some response. But I have to just put up the whole channel and get going. But it will happen because I've got lots of time and there are many great anime. Again, thank you for watching. Have a great day. I hope to see you again. Goodbye.